James, the Cavaliers, 9.
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Hey, what are you doing? 3 points, beat. Shumpert's more than the C minus. Don't listen to that. I'll tell you all your shoes, okay? Hey, come on.
The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Mozgov in at the center, locking down the middle.
And he's on the board early.
First to strike there. Nice hoop.
Iman Shumpert, an aggressive perimeter defender with lockdown potential. Still very foul prone early in his career, but he's got a chance to be elite defensively as he continues to grow.
And here is James. James Harden getting it to go from deep. The drive by LeBron. Shot from 12. Another shot, and the layup is up and in. Mozgov's got his first points in this one.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound, and once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
And the basket by Harden.
The soft finger roll is just one of the many finishing moves he has in his bag of shot making.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. On its way for 2, and that one comes up a bit short. On defense, the Cavaliers. And the jam by Harden.
It's James.
Magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous alley-oop.
This crowd just stunned at the sight of that one.
Here's Mozgov. And Harden comes to help. Mozgov's shot is off.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
Harden against Irving. Love right side. Tries from the block. No luck. Excellent defense there from Smith.
For a team that is built around explosive shooters and natural scorers, the Cavs had a lot of issues being efficient on offense last season.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And on the way from Irving for 3. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Irving's got his first 3 points of the game.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
With Cleveland last year, they were bottom 5 in the league in scoring efficiency. Granted, some of that had to do with the injuries they faced, but still, they've got to improve there.
From outside the arc. Can't hit. And it's Houston the other way. Here's the break. Here's Beverly. From past the arc. And Shumpert pulls it down. For Cleveland, the major addition is LeBron. You saw what he can do for any offense with the way the Heat play.
Well, he was really the center of that Heat offense in terms of its efficiency. And it'll be the same in Cleveland as he gets more accustomed to playing with the guys on that roster and they get accustomed to him. There will be no more bottom-of-the-barrel finishes for them in the offensive categories, that's for sure.
LeBron shot is off.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
Out of bounds, Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. J.R. Smith's checked in for Shumpert. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. The Cavaliers trail by 5. In the corner, Smith with it. And he gets it to go from the corner.
Great interplay there between those two teammates.
Rockets have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Jones, no luck. They tell right they can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
Yeah, that's the smart move there. That's how you want to end the quarter, but make sure you get a good solid possession here.
Here's Thompson, and it's good.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
Houston's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Shot by Terry, no good.
Hey, what my shooters?
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
Broke my ankles.
Lets it fly. They grab their own miss. And Varejao kicks to Dellavedova. Smith on the wing. Second chance shot. Jump shot is good that time. Smith's got his second basket.
Was? Yeah.
Here's Terry. He got it up. No good on that last second attempt there.
Ends up by one.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
They've done a nice job on the offensive boards here, guys, and I think that was the difference in that first quarter. Really pounding the offensive glass.
Well, they set the tone early with their mindset, their tenacity, and their hustle. I mean, that's the way they've come out, and it's served them well.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Cleveland, Thompson and Verija at the 4 and 5. Smith is out there with Matthew Dellavedova, and it's LeBron in at the 3 spot. Well, last season, Tristan Thompson made the decision to change his shooting hand, Clark. He went from shooting with his left to now shooting with his right hand.
Yeah, I've not heard of anything quite like that before, but he improved his free throw shooting substantially as a result of the change, and he gets to the line fairly often, so I think that's a nice development. I love that young man's work ethic and what he brings to a team in terms of rebounding and physicality.
I think LeBron's going to like that.
I agree.
Here's LeBron. Jason Kidd picking up that last basket, and the shot is good.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the defense still needs to keep an eye on him.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
There's always a little hesitation with newly formed star-loaded teams, and you wondered if the Rockets were early last year. They did, and ended up with the 4 seed out west.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Cleveland also making some changes. Love's checked in for Verija. Shumpert comes in for James. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova.
Soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, Clark, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going to go.
We saw it ended up right where it was supposed to, in the basket.
It sure did.
I don't think anybody knew where it was going to go.
Here is Harden.
Oh my
gosh. By Kyrie Irving. The layup missed.
The Rockets made it in as the 4th seed last year, but still couldn't find a way past Portland in the first round. Ended up falling to them in 16.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
And so here is Houston. J.R. Smith making his last shot. Harden against Shumpert. Just 5 to shoot. Beverly. No good again that time.
And are they ever working inside? Good job on the glass.
Excellent job on the glass, Steve. I agree. I mean, they're battling in there. They're fighting, they're scrapping, they're clawing, and they're getting the job done.
Boy, nice bucket. They're really playing intelligently here.
And even though the lead's not large, they've definitely got the upper hand.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Rockets trail by 10. Really, though, it was the start of that series. The Rockets, as they dropped the first 2, they fought back, but it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, they couldn't overcome that poor start, Kevin. They did fight back, and it looked like a Game 7 was on the way, but then Damian Lillard, with one of the great shots in NBA playoff history, closed things out in dramatic fashion.
Brought you right out of your chair, didn't it?
Oh, big time. That was a great, great shot he made.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Yes, Kevin, James Harden, a 6th man with the Thunder, but he's the go-to guy in Houston, a role he's very comfortable in. He said, quote, in college and high school, I was always the focal point. Now I'm back to my old ways, needing to be the leader, needing to score. In any situation, I'm going to be good. Kevin, he's certainly been good for the Rockets.
One man wrecking crew, Doris. Thank you.
Pass in 5 seconds. I'm pressing A.
Houston's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. The Rockets with another miss.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. LeBron's checked in for Cleveland. Rockets trail by 10.
James Harden.
And Beverly kicks to Ariza. Buries it from 3-point range. Ariza's got 5 points so far.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding it.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
Well, that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
Irving for 3. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Working with it. Guarded now by Irving. And good on the basket.
Let's go, boys.
Now
Let's
just
go.
4-point Cleveland lead.
4 points, 4 points.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From deep. Another miss by Irving.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out. How about that?
I'm back in this ball. Let's go. 2 points.
Send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
Smith drives in, and it's sent back by Howard. Love can't hit.
Really good defense there, forcing that double clutch shot.
Harden left side. Launches a 3. No good on the buzzer beater. Second quarter ends in a tight one.
Gentlemen, I'm over here with Tristan Thompson, and after that first half...
Pissed off. Sorry about my coughing, guys. Kind of sicker.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
He has that slasher mentality, guys. We saw all the evidence of that in the first half as he continually got to the rim and scored.
Yeah, he had the jetpack on today, Steve, blowing by the defender no matter who they put on it.
Beverly and Harden man the backcourt. Howard is out there with Smith, and it's Ariza in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Kevin McHale. Harden dishes to Smith. Oh, trying for it. Looking for Beverly. He gets it
Nice save. Do you see that save? I need to go replay that. That was noise, mate. Look at Shane. Boy. My game.
Timeout called the Rockets.
Yeah.
And here's Harden for 3. Another miss by Harden. Harden's gone 2 of 8 from long range here.
Well, few would have predicted back when Kevin Love was drafted 5th out of UCLA in 2008 that he'd become the superstar player we see today. He's transformed his body and expanded his game year after year.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's James. And another miss by Cleveland.
Not really necessary with nobody on you. I mean, why put yourself off balance on that shot when you're wide open?
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. Trevor Ariza last season with perhaps the best campaign, Steve, in his 10-year career.
Yeah, he played starters minutes, shot a career-high 3-point percentage. I think a lot of it, Kevin, was just the combination of playing with good bigs and then also John Wall's emergence as a great point guard. Ariza had a lot of open looks.
They both fell down.
Here, 0 for 4 to start the second half.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. James outside. Shot clock at 5.
Man, shoot it.
Lets it fly from 18. And that's good for 2. LeBron's got it all tied up now for Cleveland.
And you could say that Ariza was in a contract year, looking for a new contract, playing for a new contract, but he's upped his three-point percentage for 3 straight seasons. It seems he's put in the work to really solidify that part of his game. That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic.
Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
And I think when you look at Hakeem Olajuwon, I mean, the numbers show that he was a phenomenal defensive player. 3,830 career blocks, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. And I think you put him alongside greats like Bill Russell, who played before blocks were actually recorded, of course. But you put Olajuwon up near Russell in terms of maybe greatest interior defenders of all time.
And Ariza has always been great shooting threes from the corners, but he's diversified a bit. Last season, the highest total of three-point makes in his career.
He's frigid from 3. I don't know what's worse, that he can't hit
3,
anything from
2, 1.
he keeps on trying to.
You know, when the shot's not there for you, you just got to recognize it, move the ball on.
Yeah, I think he had tunnel vision right there. His only thought was to shoot it, no matter what else was going on. You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
They now take the lead. That's 12 points for Kyrie Irving.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Well, James Harden is a pure scorer, but for him to get this Rockets team where they hope to go, I think he has to lead in more ways than just offensively. He really needs to set the example with his defense, his effort, and his unselfishness as well.
And Harden is a great passer, but last season at times,
Jim, what'd you do, dude?
Seemed like he settled into being a ball stopper. He's so talented, so gifted offensively. He's an excellent offensive player when he's isolated. But this team has so much offensive talent. I think they're best served to keep that ball hopping. And that goes for any team, but clearly a team that has the weapons that Houston has.
Rockets trail. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Another miss by Houston. Cavaliers are going to somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on those shots in the second half.
4, 3, 2,
Dellavedova kicks to LeBron. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Harden inside the three-point line. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Harden's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Give it back. So guys, heading into the fourth quarter, it is 35-33 shade.
And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, we might as well call it the State Farm play of the game. This was just a marvelous piece of coordination between 2 teammates, completely in sync on the alley-oop.
And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. The 2 stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. J.R. Smith out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Mozgov in at the 5, roaming the paint. Free throw good, LeBron.
Well, it's funny, back when LeBron joined the Heat, some critics said he'd given up the chance to be the franchise player and carry his team. But guess what? No matter who LeBron plays with, he's always the franchise player. That's how good he is.
Cleveland leading by 3. Offensive rebound.
Let's go,
Here's
boys!
Love. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Well, rebounding and second chance opportunities have been a huge factor in this game.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Smith. That one misses. Kevin Love, an incredible rebound. And it seems Stevie's brought that same desire and tenacity to his overall development as a player.
Yeah, his commitment to his conditioning has been big. His development with his three-point shooting, constantly working on his game, and he's become one of the big stars in this league by putting in the time and effort.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Cavaliers leading.
Hey, do you want to do a drink challenge or not?
James in the post. He's guarded by Howard and stolen by Ariza. And it's the Rockets on the break.
No!
Beverly up top.
It's Beverly.
The shot from the low post is good.
And you talk about
that shot go and hit like 4 people around him.
Kevin Love. You see it from his physique to his skills, and most of all in his video game numbers, which are even more eye-popping than his real numbers.
Go!
Good point, Clark. Very, very good point. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
You just walked and it's your ball. Wait a second. Yeah. Is that 2 blocks in a row for Shane Cameron?
I just clotted you.
Is that 2 blocks in a row for Shane Cameron? Oh, no. You didn't block me. Look, I threw the ball over. Watch.
Oh, I thought you blocked.
If you did, that'd be nasty. Well, how'd you block me if you're that way and I'm going... If I block you that... Yeah, it wouldn't work. Yeah. Freaking Dwight Howard. Oh, I just threw the ball.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
It's like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting and wants to talk it over a little bit with his club.
I don't think you can ever go wrong burning a timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about it.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burks for an update.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen. They send a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
And he knocks down the first one.
And I think as much as desire, Love's understanding of the game plays a big role in his success. He knows where to be on the court, but also what he needs to do off the court to put himself in a position to be successful.
It's Harden with the drive, and he jams it with
my gosh! Oh my god!
Trying to send a message, Clark, but that slam, I think.
Go back
that's how you said it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
Here's LeBron. Second shot opportunity. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Yeah, they seem to be looking for chances inside a little bit more this half.
And I love that mentality. You talked about it earlier, being the aggressor. It's the right way to play with the lead. Keep attacking.
Ariza passes to Beverly and stolen by Irving.
Go!
No.
Here's Shumpert. That ball, great assist by Love.
That's
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And here's Harden for 3. Good on the shot. Harden's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Boys!
Play of the team. I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. James in the post. Ariza covering. And on the way from Irving for 3. Rockets with the rebound. They are right on the brink of taking the lead.
This is a critical juncture in this ballgame, Kevin.
Yes, we can foul him.
And stolen by James.
Freaking kidding me?
Foolish mistake right there, guys.
You know, I don't think you can just have that happen. I mean, it's something that you just can't allow if you're going to play good basketball, if you're going to play winning basketball.
And so it's Houston with it, following the score by Cleveland. Buries it, and now they trail by just 4.
Oh my God!
Look right there.
Cavaliers have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Irving from long range. Another miss by Irving. Here's Mozgov.
No!
Blocked.
Yes! That's a block, baby. Let's go. Come on.
Here's the pass to Smith.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, let's go. Gimpy boy. Yes.
What you can do to stop Josh Smith
yes.
from like he is now.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some.
Let's go, traveling. You can't travel here, baby. Pack your bags next time. Let's go. Yes. Timeout. Let's go.
Now
So
a
intense.
timeout called by Houston. They're losing by 2. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
You know, looking at how much time they have,
God.
I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
Yeah, and I think it's a possible 2-for-1 situation, and so the next play they run will be interesting to see what they go with.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
A crucial basket. They needed it, and he gave it to them.
There's 25 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Harden with it. Guarded now by Irving. Great D that time from James.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss. Yeah, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5. Timeout called the Rockets. They trail by 5. 12 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And obviously time is the big factor here, guys. They need to get points fast and then go for the steal, and if not, a quick foul.
Yes!
It is, you just have to
Oh
hope the guy
my
you send to the line
Let's go.
doesn't convert.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, that's going to be it. Great work at the charity stripe. That'll close this game out.
And it's sent back.
Oh, get swatted.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Embarrassing.
You're going for that 3, not today.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game. And so it's Houston with it. Off the inbound pass. Can't get it to go. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.